Transition Committee, Tinubu inherited hatred for Igbos from Buhari. Ohanaeze says that is true, actually. When Tinubu said he was going to continue, or that he will continue from wherever Buhari will stop, and what Buhari do in his 8 years? He was sending the military to go and annihilate the Igbos. That was exactly what he did. Supported by the Fulani cohort, and part of the Yorubas also supported him. That's the truth. With the kind of havoc that is going on in the northeast, northwest, and north central by Boko Haram and ISWAP bandits that have covered up till seized almost 2/3 of the whole of Borno State, and now has operated up to Niger State, and now getting close to Aso Rock, even when even when they went to Abuja to bomb guard of brigades. Who does that? Okay, who does that? So with all of that, Buhari did not see anything wrong. The only thing he said prior to going to office is attack on Boko Haram is attack against the North. But when the IPOB and the Biafrans came out to say they need their own country, they need to succeed, the next thing is they send military to that place and start destroying them. Because the fear of the Igbos is the problem of Nigeria. That is the truth. So now, Tinubu is coming in now, and he is already showing that he hates the Igbos right from Lagos State. And that's why he incited his people in Lagos to drive the Igbos away out of Lagos, or possibly seize their properties and stop them from voting and everything. Cost problem for them, and the next thing now is to introduce ethnic bigotry into the politics against the Igbos. That is exactly. So Ohanaeze Indigbo is right saying that Tinubu inherited hatred for Igbos against them from Buhari. That is the truth. He's continuing, part of continuation of Buhari's agenda, part of continuation of Fulani's agenda. The plan is never to allow an Igbo man to surface or to have fresh air to breathe in Nigeria. Keep them suppressed, keep them annihilated, keep them subdued, so that you can have peace. If you allow them to surface and see power, they are going to do something that the whole Nigerians will not. That is their narrative. That the whole Nigerians may not be able to accommodate. That is their narrative. Because Igbos will overwhelm everywhere, and they will not be able to handle them again. If, as they're suppressing the Igbos, they still have so much power to resist and to still stand, what if they are on the platform of power? What will happen? So this it's obvious that both the Hausas, the Fulanis, and the Yorubas are scared of the Igbos. And that is why they are combining effort the same way they combined effort during the Civil War to suppress the Igbos. And that was exactly why the Igbos lost the Civil War and lost Biafra that time. Ordinarily, they would have won it. It was betrayal that came from the Southwest. So the Ohanaeze Igbos are right. Well, let's see what they have to say more on their claim. The Ohanaeze Igbo socio-political organization has accused the President-elect Bola Tinubu of inheriting hatred for the Southeast from President Muhammadu Buhari. Ohanaeze's National Vice President Damian Okeke Ogene made the remark while reacting to the omission of the Southeast on Tinubu's inauguration committee. He said the omission had exposed Tinubu as a tribalist, adding that it was difficult for him to change his opinion about Igbo. He wondered if the omission indicated that Tinubu would continue the marginalization of the Southeast. Of course, he will continue it. There's no two ways about it. Okay. He also stressed that those plotting to divide Nigeria would fail. According to Keke Ogene, Igbophobia is in his veins, and by not including Igbo people in the handover committee, he is only trying to reopen old wounds. He inherited the hatred Buhari has against Igbo, especially when the president-elect has said he will continue from where the incumbent president stopped. That is it. That is just it. Ohanaeze has not even accepted his election, and whatever he is doing is personal to him. That's exactly what is happening. Okay, so that is what Ohanaeze is saying, for just simply excluding the Igbos from his transition committee and also from his inauguration committee means that he really hates the Igbo. It's called Igbophobia, the fear of the Igbos. Okay, and that is what Ohanaeze is saying here through Okeke Ogene, one of their officials, that what Tinubu is doing against the Igbos is transfer of hatred or continuation of the hatred that Buhari had for the Igbos. At the end of the day, the same way Buhari said that is in 95% and 5%. So he's after the 95% that voted him and not after the 5% that did not vote him. But at the end of the day, you still go around and collect everybody tax. Is it not an injustice for you to collect the Southeasterners tax and use it to go and develop the North and the West, not even the South? Because the South is not seeing anything. So you say you don't like a group of people or a tribe, but you collect their tax and use in government. Is that not injustice? It's another level of injustice. Okay, so Buhari said he doesn't like the Igbos, and he actually showed it openly by leaving fighting Boko Haram and send the military to go and annihilate the Igbos. But at the same time, you collect their revenues, you collect their tax, and you take it to Central to develop North and develop other regions of the nation. Does that make sense? Yeah? Does that make sense? You went to US and then bought a Tucano jet and say you want to use it to fight Boko Haram and terrorists. The next thing Americans told you, don't use that Tucano jet in the Southeast. And then the next thing is to pack it. Since they bought that Tucano jet, they refused to use it because that proved that they actually bought it to go and do ethnic cleansing in Igbo land. But since America warned them not to use it in Southeast, they didn't have anywhere to use it. They didn't want to use it in the North because Boko Haram is part of them. ISWAP is part of them. They imported all these people from other Islamic nations within the West Africa to come and overrun Nigeria and Islamize Nigeria. That's exactly what it is. And that's why I was saying that only God knows the kind of agreement Tinubu has signed with the North to allow this Muslim ticket. Because this Muslim ticket is not ordinary. There is an agenda, there is a plan. And the plan is to support the Fulanis to Islamize Nigeria. That is one part of it. Second part of it is to make sure they clean the Igbos tribe out of Nigeria completely. Or enslave them permanently for life. That is exactly what they want to achieve. But how long will they continue to do that? How long will they continue to suppress the Igbos? It's quite unfortunate that we're in a country where people that have the power are now doing whatever they like with it and thinking they can continue to go away with some of those activities. So it is quite obvious that all these ones that during the election, during the campaign, Tinubu went to Owerri, went to what do they call it, Ebonyi, Bakaliki, and all those areas, telling them he will turn southeast to China. He will turn Igbo land to China because they are manufacturers. It's all fake. It's all fake. He just said all this things to gain vote. And you pass back and you use derogatory words against Igbos and against Obi. Okay? And the way he used his thugs in Lagos to deal with the Igbos in Lagos shows that he hates the Igbos to the bone marrow. Now, because of the Igbo chief in Lagos that said he will bring the IPOB to protect them if the Lagos state government cannot protect them, now they have put him in prison. Meanwhile, the FFK has said they will make Nigeria ungovernable if they don't put Tinubu there. M. Sholomo has made all forms of inciting statements in Lagos, and not if they are looking the other way. Nothing has happened. The Northerners are making inciting statements. They are looking the other way. El Rufai and his son are making inciting statements from Kaduna. They are looking the other way. So what are we saying? What kind of hypocrisy is this? What kind of hypocrisy is this? So that's exactly what is happening here. Ohanaeze is saying the truth. There's no two ways about it. Somebody said, has Ohanaeze ever showed Tinubu love? Love begets love. Why hate begets hate? That is it. Not really. So a president of a country is talking about love and hate. I mean, a president of a country who is going to collect tax and revenue from all regions and sections of the country and from all taxpayers of the country is talking about. Instead of him to think of how to unify Nigeria, whether they voted him or not, he's already showing that he hates them. So what is love? So because he's going to hate them now, is he not going to collect tax from their region? Is he not going to collect their revenue? Are the Igbos not contributing to the development of the nation and the national economy? So you mean, somebody is asking him now, you mean the East should be excluded? Is that the kind of Tinubu presidency you envisage? I am not an Igbo man, but I know that Yoruba and Fulani, uh, hating Igbo, okay, will soon send Nigeria under. So you mean Tinubu should exclude the Igbos from his agenda and still be president of Nigeria? Some of you are so myopic too sad, and that is true. That is true. That is true. Very, very myopic. The hatred shown by Igbos to Buhari in the north, where they settled and do their business without harassment, like in Lagos. Yet they cry foul, but Buhari and Tinubu hate them. They've forgotten their thanks to Buhari for making projects that positively affected their lives. Igbos are too. Can you imagine? What project did Buhari do in the southeast? Joy Bokwe, Ben Akabweze are from Osun State, right? Let's hear what. Can you imagine? What is Joy Bokwe doing in Lagos? Joy Bokwe is just hired by APC to further disorganize the Igbos. That is the business of all these Akabweze and Bokwe, especially Joy Bokwe. His business is to see how he's used as his tool to destroy Lagos. It's quite unfortunate. I mean, to destroy the Igbos everywhere in the country, cause disorganize them. And now, even the same Jay Bokwe is crying foul when he sees that his name is not anywhere. They will use them and dump them.